welcome back to the YouTube channel. Hopping straight into this video, we're just going to cover quickly the dollar index and also GU and EU foreign currencies. As you can see, our draw was to this daily fair value gap. We didn't reach it as yet. Surprisingly, we didn't really. Actually, we tapped it, but we didn't trade up into it as yet. So actually anticipating us going into this week to get up there still as we draw. If you take a look at the news that are coming in, we are entering the start of August, which is actually January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, month 8. We are in Q3, so we're going into the second month of Q3, which is the distribution month. So we did close under the weekly open. We also have a swing low here, so we still didn't get up into this imbalance. I still think the draw is up because we in a discount after tapping into this fair value gap, but I actually wanted to see this gap take us over these days, so the failure to get up there is pretty interesting. So I actually have to wait to see where we're going on more likely trade to. This week coming in, we have news on Tuesday. Actually, I could take off I don't trade the yen anymore, so I guess I could sorry, pressing the wrong thing. I could take off this. Yeah, I'm not really interested in yen pairs at the moment. So we have, let's see what Tana's doing this week. Alright, we have CPI Wednesday for Euro. We have first phase of non-farm period also Wednesday. We have FOMCs. We have free return on Wednesday. Gonna be a park day. Well, we know we have unemployment claims. So this is what we expect to see in the market. So I can actually anticipate Tuesday to give us a good indicator. So we'll be one see this being week 1 accumulation. I will head over to foreign currency with euro and pound. We start on the daily chart for both pairs. Alright, so seeing that's how we closed under, seeing how we closed under the gap I was anticipating price to get up into. I want to see us Tuesday get up into here. So I already have the previous day outlined, the opening price for the day, the low, the open, the highest, the lowest, and the close price. I already have it outlined. We traded and closed underneath the weekly level on pound, and I think we might want to get down into here at least. So Monday I want to see us trade up above Friday on both pairs, and then I will look for some sort of diversion up there to go lower. Reason being of how deep we closed Wednesday last week. We closed very far from the opening of last week, and we don't really have a structure in play as yet. So we just had to work between these highs and these, but we didn't pull back up yet. So I would be looking to go short on the both pairs until we get down into this daily gap in here. If we look at price right now, last week was pretty labor with price. Didn't really have much of a range after we opened here. We really play around the opening price a lot, so that goes to show we had some sort of higher time frame equilibrium, because we didn't really go that high above the weekly open, and then we trade to the weekly open Tuesday and then trade off. But in terms of range, we was just whipsawing inside of a tight range of 60 pips, full range 90 pips. So we had to whipsawing up and down, so it wasn't the best at trading conditions. So here's equilibrium. So we traded down, so we in a discount from a higher time frame. So I could see us this week accumulating price higher. So I could see we trading up and getting into Friday's high. That's what I would want to see at least for this week if I have to go short. If we do start trading down first, well, it would be kind of just straightforward with price because we could see we inside a tight range in here. So what we can do is, if we go down, we can see liquidity was built up on both sides of the market. So if we trade down first, then I would look for accumulation on the lower end and look for a weekly profile to go back up and contest the highs. So look for a weekly profile on the low for a buy. But ideally I want to get in on any down move. So on this 1 hour chart, I had to see, I want to look at this candle in here. This candle in here is an important candle, it's 1 hour candle. So I definitely would want to see what price open here. And on euro, we now looking to break euro. We already closed below some levels on euro. So what I would want to do actually is I would remove this alert here. Yes, I want to see this 4 hour candle in here. I would like to see this candle trade up in here, but I want to get notified when price trade back to this candle if we get a close. Actually, I'll do it on the 1 hour chart. Yeah, so I want to see about our bar close, and same thing on here. Alright, I want to see what price does there. Ideally, I would like to see price trade up into the highs of Friday if we could get on Monday, and if we break low, when price trade up above Friday high, I want to see structure on the 15 minutes. I want to see whatever high it make, I want to see it create a higher high first, and that'll be like my frame as my long term high. If we look on pound, we have a breaker here. So I forgot to change this. Yeah, we have a breaker in here, and I want to see us trade inside of this breaker, and I would like to see some sort of structure because we have a range in here. So inside of this breakout, I will be a premium on the range, and I would want to see some kind of high form, intermediate term high form in here. So once we trade up in here, I would want to see a good close on like on the 1 hour chart, a decent close, a wick. Then I would want to see, I would frame that high, I would outline that high, and I would wait to see a low form inside of that range. So wherever high it makes in here, wherever high I frame as the structure, I want to see the high and that low. Then I would want to see a small, so like a up, down. So basically like price straight up, down, up. It can play around in here and just accumulate, go up one more time, and this will be the structure I'll be working with. This will on this high. So once you have failure swing here, I'll break below that low, and then inside of this leg I will look for a PDRA in here. So I will frame this as the long-term high, this as the short-term high, this is the failure swing, this is the intermediate term low. And when price come back up in here, I will look for a short in here, put my stop above this high, and we'll aim to go down. Take Friday low, and I'll be my first trade. Monday trade, I'll be looking for 2 to 1. Seeing that it was Monday, I would just use 4 lots, so like 4.5 lots on the 50k, and the 10k I'll just use 1 lot because it was Monday. If I traded on a Monday, I'll just trade a little less than how much I normally take, but any other day it will, on the 50k it will be the 7, and on the 10k it will be 1.5. Especially the 10k, I'm trying to build a cushion up on the account, and then I'll go up to more 2 lots on it. So ideally I just want to see us trade above Friday's open on both pairs, and as long as we get a move up, I will look for structure to realign with the previous week, and we can aim in back inside of this range, inside of this accumulation in here, because I just see in this as price accumulated, we traded down, we went up, sweep that liquidity, trade down, sweep this liquidity, then we came down, we reaccumulate, we broke higher. So I'm looking for a second stage buy to go up after dollar index gets up into here. So I really gotta wait until the dollar index get up in here to switch back into the buy model on foreign. Until then, I just looking for lower prices, because I really think the dollar would want to get up into here and potentially go up into the weekly levels inside of here, because the dollar is in a discount. So bearish on foreign until we get more clarity. You know the drill. I will check back at the end of the week to see how we play. This week was real cruddy, real horrible price this whole week on the dollar index. I can see this as we just balance our price in here, so that's why I still keep my bearish, my bias to go long on dollar. So that's it. I'll check you guys back next week.